Good morning, everyone. Hey, thanks for joining me today. Less than a week until the election. How many of you just mumbled a thank you, Jesus, under your breath? Oh, we are so blessed to live in a land where we can choose our leaders, and I'll never take that for granted. But I am so weary of all the finger pointing and the blame. It gets so nasty, the personal attacks, the fault finding, the condemning. The judging is really what it is. And it's nothing new. Paul tells the Romans in chapter 2 of his letter to them, they have no excuse, every one of you who judges. For in passing judgment on others, you condemn yourself, because you who judge practice the very same things. But this culture of judgment can pop up anywhere. We see it in the political wrangling during the elections, but it can happen in the workplace, at home, in school, even in church. And it breaks my heart to see it in church. When we foster this attitude, because we're supposed to shine like stars in the dark world. But when we adopt a culture of judgment, man, we just look like the culture around us. Man, let's dare to be different. In this culture of judgment, there's a lot of false pride and focuses between good people and bad people instead of God and us sinners. Mistakes that are not sins are treated like they are. Conflict, not peace, rules the relationships. And where there's an attitude of judgment, there's a division and picking sides instead of unity. So how do we break free of this judgmental culture so we can shine like stars? Jesus said, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called sons and daughters of God." I don't know about the rest of you, but I bet if you're watching this, there's a good chance you'd like to be known as a child of God. We are different. Jesus has given us a new heart, a new nature, one that beats to serve him. And the world should be able to identify us. We act different. We respond different. We talk different. But when we fill ourselves up with Jesus, this is what will tumble out of our mouth. Our speech will be filled with grace. Paul tells us in Colossians, like we season our food with salt, that's how we're to answer one another. We sprinkle grace all over our conversations with them. I was searching just to find the right word for this. Help me fill in the blank. Gracious speech is just so... I don't know if there's a great enough word for this. It's so lovely. Gracious words are beautiful. It's peacemaking. Gracious words are used to build others up, not tear down. It's so refreshing. It's sweet as honeycomb, Proverbs tells us. I don't know if there is a word to describe gracious speech. But for me, it's just so winsome. I guess maybe that's the best I could do. If you come up with something better, man, send me an email. The people whose speech is gracious, we just want to be around. My brothers and sisters, this should be us. This harsh, judgmental attitude that is so prevalent in the world has no place among us. We use our speech to build others up, speaking value into their lives, encouraging one another. Let our light so shine before others. Be brave. Dare to be different. Don't buy into that negativity and fault-finding and judging that is so prevalent in the culture today. But rather let your speech be sprinkled with grace. And bless somebody today with your speech. Love you guys. Have a great day.